Tonight on 60 Minutes. It was supposed to be a fun update. Some cute and adorable axolotls. Axot? F it, some adorable water creature thing.
待って、ウーパールーパーいるじゃん。ちょっと。これ捕まえられない？
However, this frenzy would turn everyone's life into a living nightmare.
あれ？あれ？待って、これ青じゃん。待って、青だ。待って、待って。
Some, even with fatal consequences.
どこ行ったの？暗い。ちょっと怖い。あ、いた。痛い。よっしゃー！イエーイ！
Yeah, they're cute alright, but you have no idea how much blood was spilled.
Good evening. I'm your host Kyle Gailnicki. Tonight we bring you a special flash report regarding the Oompa Loompa frenzy. Our team managed to interview an undercover detective who has been working on this case for the past few weeks.
Let's say, my name's Watoto. Yeah. Well, some weeks ago, I managed to infiltrate some axolotl breeding facilities, or what they call Uparupas. No, you idiot. Uparupas, not Oompa Loompas. So anyway, I managed to infiltrate a couple of facilities, and I have to say, it was not a nice experience. Like, they'd keep these poor creatures all cramped into a small, dirty, totally unhygienic space. Imagine you being thrown into a small stinky pool with 50 others, forcing you to breed. Why are you blushing? The sad part is that it not only affects the Uparupas, but other creatures too. These adorable water creatures are actually carnivores, and they only eat tropical fish. So these facilities built these huge glass towers on pristine coral reefs that trap these little fishes. In fact, not only fishes, but anything that wanders into this trap. And after catching them, they'd place them in buckets and store them in chests. In chests, thousands of them. This frenzy really brings the worst of people. I met two people that got to the point of refurbishing their own apartment building for breeding Uparupas. This was not only hazardous for the whole neighborhood, but they didn't even care it'd ruin their friends. They actually tore one of her friend's apartment just so they could make the newly born younglings drop into her bathtub. Yep, you heard that right. All for the sake of greed.
ね、でもそうなるでしょ。なんかガチャしだすとさ、割とこの施設もっとなんかちょっと改良したいよなってな欲が出てくるでしょ。私もそうなったんだよ。だからなんか効率を求め出すんだよね
これさこれガラスさ、下にも2段引いてんだよね、確か。高さ出すために。だからそれ1段取って鉄格子入れて、ちょっとオマレンの部屋突き破ってもう1段
オマルンの部屋に落とすかも。
そう、オマルンの部屋に子供落ちるようにすれば、ちょうど温泉あるじゃん、オマルンの部屋。
あるね、水ね。
あそこに、ちょうど落ちる感じにすれば。
あ、いいと思う。
なんかありだよね。
あり。どうしたの？
工事始まりました。工事始まりました。
工事始まりました。はい、工事入ります。
これ、しろ透けてるとこある？下が。
あー、透けてる。透けてる。 たらさ、風呂広がってんでしょ。
で、しかも、スケスケになってんだよ。
上がな。なんか落ちてくるんだよ、なんでな。
すごい良くなった。これは喜ぶな。ポルカも。
ポルカも。
ポルカも喜ぶぜ。
ポルカも喜んどる。
涙する。涙止まんねえってなる。
The thing is, the black market started to saturate with these Uparupas, so people started to try breeding the blue ones. I don't know, because they are blue, or purposely rare to breed. But, you see, since the whole point was getting this blue one, things got worse, a lot worse. There was this moment when they had these younglings all cramped up in a pond and this girl just started to kill them all just cause they weren't blue, you know?
青いる？
よ
いないね。ちょっと申し訳ないけど。
I can still hear them scream. Oh no. I saw a worse one. Yeah. It was this mad scientist. He called it a lab, but it was anything but. I'd rather call it hell. So for this one, I was able to infiltrate since its construction. He would just dig holes and place racks on top and call them cells. He would separate the Uparupas into couples and force them to breed. And whenever the newly born wasn't blue, he'd throw them into this thing he called heaven. Can you believe that? Heaven. And you know, once I confronted him and you know what he said? That they were actually happy.
They want to escape. No! They said we are happy.
And it wasn't enough for him. He soon found out that it was more cost-efficient to build an improvised burner. So instead of having the unwanted ones all stuffed into a hole, he'd now thrown them into the burner.
今日も失敗だ。ここが新しいヘブンだよ。
This scientist, I mean. He used to be this warm and kind guy running a humble pizzeria, but now, I could see how gradually it was changing him. Like, he was more and more obsessed with the blue Uparupas.
かわいいやん。かわいいやん。このまま。まあ、いやもう俺見えてなくね？
It got to a point where he'd hallucinate, go crazy. I couldn't stand watching him deteriorate.
青ルーパーだ。ほらみんな、青ルーパー生まれたみんな。これほら。うわ、やったー。
Sorry. I can't. I just can't.
We deeply regret informing you that the experience was so hard for her that our detective couldn't stand it anymore and had to leave the interview. Though authorities were unable to comment, we expect them to respond to this urgent matter as soon as possible. This was your special flash report, hosted by Kyle Gale Nicky. Good night and sleep well.